on the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Today, we have one of those games that test your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the UCF Knights and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Knights headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here's Williams to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, what a move. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Trying to get the corner. The option, he'll keep it. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game.
Snags it, and there's running room. The 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Washington coming to the line with another first down. In the backfield, he'll lose 3 on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Williams. A little release to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He's changing the play. 3rd down from the gun. Williams looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On third down, here's Watson. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Knights are flying down the field. Here's a give to Watson. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes a grab past the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Watson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the air, it's Barnett. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing...
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, UCF! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. the end zone. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams. Rush right in his face. Finds his big tight end. Breaks the tackle.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle, or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Williams looking for a man. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Williams on the play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. It's Moss. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Throwing, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. On the move at the 30. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Williams will pass. Fires to the middle. Big guy smells it.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
The Huskies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Working the ground game. Snowed under by the defense.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Move to his right. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit. And
he's in. Touchdown, Husky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keeps it himself. Quarterback keep. Quick toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Now the pitch. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Looking for the edge. Keeps it. Now the pitch.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gap.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Running wide open down the gut of the field. 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Husky. Lining up for the PAT. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense, seeing the football, breaking on the football.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Knights want to move quickly.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Jenkins. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Williams to throw. He'll take the deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A strike downfield. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. We're just about ready to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. CF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Sets his feet, it's Barnett. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Brown. Showing off the arms. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to Washington again. Maybe some room. Got enough space. Touchdown, Husky. Excellent pass by the back on the option. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Charles. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Knights peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Hits the hole, it's Chambers. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
On the option. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
In this offense, they like their quarterback running these QB-designed runs like you saw right there, but the defense, they're going to light up every time they see him tote the rock. They know they've got an opportunity to lay a hit on him and create a takeaway like they did right there.
Trying to get the corner. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's got the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Motion from the back. Williams. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sends it back in motion. 4th down, Williams. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Play fake, Williams. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great catch in the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. To a drive there of 84 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it. Nothing
the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trying to establish the run. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Play action with Williams. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Williams. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. CF has it once again. What do you think about that? This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Using his legs, it's Chambers. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. The handoff. Turning it on. Got the first down. The 50. The 40. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Knights. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with an 83-yarder for 6.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Snags it, and he's open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Rolls right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fights off a defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Here's Williams to throw. Buying a little time to his left. Breaks into the open. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Williams on the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Oh, pressure's coming. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Williams to throw for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Knights right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Driving forward, it's Chambers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Touchdown, Washington! Stealing a score on special teams. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Going to the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keeps it moving. It's Chambers. Runs through the tackle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
To the ground. He's got it again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeps it himself. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Third and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Second and long here. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, they are chewing up clock on offense right now. They've been able to stay on the field and sustain this drive. They've been really, really good on third downs, and it's not just throwing the football, but they've been able to do it running, too. Give the guys up front a lot of credit, getting some big-time blocks. Really nice job by the running back there as well. And this drive stays alive for the O.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment. Williams looking for a deep man. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Moss. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's Williams again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go, final play of the game right here.
Booster!
Williams going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Under pressure. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.